Hello guys, my name is Encryptech Kalash and welcome to my 8th C++ programs video. And in this video I will be showing you guys how to make an equilateral triangle and hollow equilateral triangle using C++. This is one of the easiest shapes to make in C++. So without wasting any time further, let's start with the video. Well, before starting with the video, there are some other programs which I have made, like how to calculate compound interest, how to reverse a number, how to make a square, rectangle and hollow rectangle using C++. So if you are interested in those programs, feel free to click on the link present on the screen or in the description below. So now let's start with the video. Well, you guys must be wondering that what is hollow equilateral triangle? Basically, it is equilateral triangle but without the area portion. Wait, I'll show you. So this is equilateral triangle over here, and hollow equilateral triangle is like this. Now, if you notice the difference, it does not have the enclosed part in it, which is the area. So that's the only difference between these two. To begin with the program, we should first include this package which is called math.h. Now we require this because if you know the area of equilateral triangle, well, that is root 3 upon 4 into a square. Here a is side. So for that root function we need math.h. And also right now we are making two programs, so that's why we will make a class in which we'll insert both the programs and access them via the class. So let's make a class named shapes. And don't forget to make it public. And the function we will declare the function equilateral triangle, and it will be a void function. That means no return statement required. So the first thing we are going to do in this function is declare a few variables, and those variables are the following. After declaring these three variables, next we will be asking for input. For that we will be using cout and cin. Next we will be adding nested for loops. Now this is the main part because this part will be responsible for creating the figure like of your choice. So we make the first for loop for and a for within it. The test for the outer for loop will be the following: int x and for the inner loop it will be after doing this we have to create one more for loop. It will be inside the outer one. Now the reason for this, I will tell you later in the video. So in this, the test will be int x, int I found a mistake, so we have to change this. Instead of height, we will take x instead of this. Now the reason for this is that because when we had put height over there, it would have printed all, like, suppose the height was 14, so then it would have printed those 14 what do you say, those characters in one line, which we don't want. We want it one by one, like in first line it should be 1, then 2, then 3, then it will form an triangle. So in this for loop, we will be printing out spaces. Now the reason for this I will tell you later in this video, or at the end of this video. Not any line, sorry. And in the for loop which is beneath it, we will print out the character. Oh yeah, for this shape we have to declare the character shape. Its data type will be char, which stands for character, and the identifier here will be shape. So now let's shape. Yes, it's working. And after this we will put space to leave a gap between those two or more that's what you call characters, and no end line over here. Now after this for loop, in this outer for loop we will enter the end line command. After this we will put the area and the perimeter, like we will show the area and perimeter, and to do that we will use cout. So first perimeter is equal to So now we are done with the program of equilateral triangle. So now let's step into the program of hollow equilateral triangle. Well, basically both the programs are same. The only difference is that hollow equilateral triangle will have some if statements in it. Now we require if statements in that program because we need the area portion to be empty. So let's copy and paste this. Control C. So now we have to only enter if statements in it. The first if statement will be the following. Wait, x is equal to 1, um, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to now the next if statement will be now the next if statement after this is the next if statement will be instead of shapes over here we only need the space because this if statement enables us to like leave the area patch. Now next we directly go to the main and use switch case over here. Well, first of all we will be asking for the character as we have declared it globally over here, as you can see over here. So let's ask for the input cout. Now we have to declare one more integer that will be, let's take int c. Just initialize it, and then this will be used for switch case. So for taking the input for what case it will be, we will do the following. now we make the switch case. Yeah, before this we have to create an object because we are accessing these two functions from a class. So the object is created. Now let's make the case. Guys, I just found one mistake, so let's clear it. Oh yeah, well, we have inserted it. See, what we had to do is that we had to declare width is equal to height, and then insert width over here instead of height, and then decrement it. Now the reason for this is that when we are applying spaces, first it will have number of spaces will be equal to height, then it keeps on reducing such that we get a slope. So for that we need this, like we need to declare one a variable, and then its value will be of height, and then decrement it, because if we decremented height, this would get decremented, which would cause chaos. Not chaos, but then like you get the point. So now we are done with this program. Wait, we have to add the same thing over here. So now let's run the program. So the desired character which we will enter, let's enter hash. Now let's create a equilateral triangle. So let's enter 1. Height, let's take 14. So now you see here. So yeah, as I told you before, we had needed width, because if you see the number of spaces over here, it's 14. So now it decreases 13, then 12, then 11, and like that it goes on. And if you see, and when you calculate the addition of this, then this all is equal. Like when you calculate the spaces and plus this hash, it will be 15. So like that, 13 plus 2. So yeah. So now let's see the hollow rectangle. Yeah. So, damn it. So now the character over here will be 2. So never mind. 2. Then the height will be 14. Wait a second. Again, I found a mistake. Well, sorry for these mistakes. This video has too many mistakes I see today. Well, never mind. I have fixed that mistake, and it was over here. Instead of one space, we needed two spaces, because in the area section we are minimizing the number of characters. Now to replace that reduction, we add one more space to this. So now let's test the second function. Now you see this. So if you see, we only have the perimeter. Oh yeah, we can also check out the area over here and the perimeter, and you can see that there is no area portion over here because it's hollow. So finally we are done with this video. This was a really long video, so don't forget to like and subscribe my don't forget to like my video and subscribe my channel, and do share this video to the ones who want to know more about this shapes. And yeah, don't forget to click on my other videos, like how to make compound interest, how to make square, and etc. So the link is on the screen and in the description below. And see you till the next video.